Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you are tuned in on the Tuesday night to your favorite show, Sports Talking with JB. I'm your host, JB. Of course, my podcast partner, DJ Seaway, will be on in just a minute. Running a little late, but he will be on the show. Now, if you know what to do, like I tell you guys each and every week, go ahead and do it. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you again. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and share this to your people. Now, this is the first time we've been on for 2026 on Sports Talking with JB. So happy New Year to everybody. And it's the first time we've been on since Alabama got BTA'd on New Year's Day by Indiana. But we're going to talk about that tonight. We've had a lot of time to digest that. And we got a lot of action going on, transfer portal. So we're going to talk about that, of course. And what's next for Alabama? What do we think needs to happen so Alabama can get back to being the dominant team they used to be? But before we do all that, I see y'all in the chat, and I appreciate everybody in the chat for chiming in. And y'all keep the chat going, man, because it keeps us going for the night. Roll Tide, my guy Keith Holcomb. We got a super sticker out the gate. Shouts out to Sanquinetta, man, for the 1999 super chat. We appreciate you. Appreciate you so much for that. Appreciate all that. Girl Tip in the chat. What's going on with you? Appreciate you. And thanks everybody for doing what y'all do, man, to keep supporting the channel, keep supporting the network. Shouts out to Mimi G as well. All your donations, your super chats, your memberships, all of that matters, and is very appreciated. Now, let's get to the sponsors before we start talking some ball. Now, of course, this network in 2025, we brought on a big sponsor, Jack Ingram Mercedes. In 2026, we will continue this. So, big shout out to the sponsor, Jack Ingram Mercedes Benz. If you're in the market for a new Benz pre-owned vehicle and you want to shop locally, if you're in Montgomery or the surrounding areas, it's only one. Go to jackingrammercedes.com, check out the inventory, or you can pull up at the location 217 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama. Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, proud sponsor of the Sports Talking with JB Podcast Network. Also, once again, as always, shouts out to the good people over at WhitWheelSports.com. Get your title tower, keep it on deck. 7 years now. 7 years I've had this title towel, and these are really good products made by really good people. So shouts out to my good people over at Whitwheel Sports. Go to the website, check them out, man. Get your title towel. We will be giving away title towels real soon. We got some packages to send out, so for sure. Big shout out to everybody. Roll Tide, put some Roll Tides in the chat because we definitely going to talk Alabama football. Matter of fact, I was going to wait on DJ Seaway, but we're going to go ahead and roll with the Tide. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick the show off right now with our segment we like to call Rolling with the Tide. Yes, sir, man. We rolling with the Tide, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pull the title tower off of here so y'all can see what's going on. For everybody in the chat, make sure we want y'all opinions. We want y'all commentary as well. So we're going to talk Alabama football. Seaway about to join. I got to send him the link one more time. But make sure y'all tap in and join this conversation because we're going to spend the majority of the show talking Alabama. And And then we're gonna preview those college games, those semifinal games on the back end of the show. So I really need you guys. Hey, there go Efron. Shouts out to my guy. Is Bama still Bama? You damn right, Bama still Bama. I like that. Bring that energy in here tonight. You bring it in here tonight. We need that. We need that energy. Chris Camp, man, always coming through with the comments. Gonna have to get rid of these dummies that's holding Bama hostage. Ooh, boy, real spicy tonight. We real spicy tonight, man. Hey, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so let me pull DJ Seaway up and get him on here because we about to really talk. Seaway, what's up with you, brother?
What's up, bro? Hold on 1 second. Let me fix my camera.
Okay, fix your camera, bro. Fix your camera. Let's see what he get right, man. Let him fix his camera. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said at the beginning, it's been 5-6 days since the debacle we saw. You see the score right there. There's really no need to go through no stats or whatnot. Everybody saw it. I mean, see, we know we talked about it. So it's really no need to discuss the actual game. But I will say this. And I'm gonna get your thoughts too, Seaway. And Chad, I want y'all thoughts as well. Let's talk about the season. Okay, Bama, we lost 4 games, right? So we went, what, 11-4?
Yeah, 11-4.
11-4. Okay. So we won one more game than we did last year. Let's see. We actually went to the college football playoffs, won a game in the college football playoff. Now, if we stop right there before we get to the Rose Bowl and just talk about making the playoffs and actually winning a game in the playoffs, you would classify that as being successful.
Right.
Even if you didn't go all the way. But looking at that score, watching that game, it takes all the good that happened before that. You just take it up like a piece of paper, ball it up, and throw it in the trash can, right? And just ball it in the trash can. So, and yeah. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with wait a minute. She said C+, C+, C-. Which one, Till? Come on now. Which one?
I like it.
Seaway.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. I'm gonna start with you. Let's just we're gonna go through this. We're gonna try to go through this in order, right? We're gonna talk about this right here first, right? Then we're gonna get to all the movement with the players in the portal, and then we're gonna get to we're gonna get to what needs to change. But let's just get past this first, right? What you thinking right now? What you thinking right now with Alabama after this game? What was your initial thoughts after this debacle on New Year's Day?
Man, to be honest, JB, Chat, and all our supporters, we got beat so bad that I thought it was funny. I mean, I think it needs to be we need a reset. This is the first time that I ever witnessed Bama getting beat the way they did in the trenches.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think first of all, it starts with the head coach. I'm always say the head coach. It starts with him. And I'm disappointed in all the position coaches, man. The position coaches, our players are not getting developed. We have not had a 1,000-yard rusher since Najee Harris. Now, Gibbs did his thing, but he didn't get to shine like he should. We have not had 1,000. When was the last time we had 1,000-yard receiver? JMO.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's time. These players are not getting developed. And it just needs a reset, man. I've never seen us get beat. We got bullied. We got bust in the mouth. We got ran through like the Kardashians. We got out muscled. We got out hustled. We got out coached. We got, Indiana, bro. Let me tell you what Coach C, because I'm not going to mess his name up. I'm going to call him Coach C. Let me tell you what Coach C expression that game reminded me of?
What that?
Your GOAT. His expression to me was like that LeBron James no expression game against Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, and they hurted us seeing us get beat like that. But man, Indiana proved to me that they were the number one team.
Mm-hmm.
They proved, one, that they're the number one team in the nation. They proved that they're the best team in the nation. They prayed like they wanted to beat the bully. I think for the last couple years, we were Debo. They knocked us out with that same brick that Craig knocked Debo out with.
Yes.
Man, bro, they wanted all the smoke. They wanted all the smoke. And everything is not on Coach DeBoer. We got our hustle and our play. They were more physical. They straight whooped our you know what. I mean, that's all you can say. And to all the people, respectfully, that's mad at DeBoer, he should have showed more intensity on the sideline. He should have been yelling at people. But when you are getting whooped as an athlete, because you know I done played and I done coach. You know that, JB.
Yeah, yes, sir.
When you are getting beat the way that Alabama got beat, you just ready for the fourth quarter. You just ready for a 0-0-0 on the play clock. It ain't nothing else. And honestly, it was really nothing else that he could have said to them to make them play better. I'm just gonna be honest. We looked like we was unprepared. It's like they knew exactly what we were gonna do. They knew exactly how they was gonna stop us. They knew exactly how they were gonna beat us. They knew exactly how they wanted to dominate us, and it was just straight ridiculous. They looked at like they was hungry. We did not look hungry. They wanted the smoke. They wanted the chicken leg. They wanted the chicken breast. They wanted the chicken thigh. They wanted everything. And I'm gonna turn it back over to the you for a second, JB, so I don't go on a rant and so we can stay on topic, man. And I will just say this: congratulations to Indiana on the way that they performed. Yeah. I mean, you can't dial it up no better. There's no hate in my blood on them. I mean, they straight whooped out. You know what?
Yeah, you really can't see what we got to give them props. Now, they actually proved the point. They proved that they were the best team in the country. They proved they were number one for a reason. You know, even people, you know, when they beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, 14-7, people like, okay, yeah, they beat Ohio State, but we don't believe you. Alabama, you know, we beat Oklahoma, which people were picking Oklahoma, but they didn't really believe Alabama was going to lose to Oklahoma again. So we did what we had to do and won that game. But when it came to this, and this was the first time these teams have ever played on the football field in the whole history, right? So you didn't really know what to expect. But I'd be damned if you expected 38-3 they way. I'd be damned if you expected it to be their way. Now, if the game would have been 38-30, 38-35, I would have walked away. Good job. But I'm going to come back next year. It was a good game.
And I would have been okay if it was 38-17, 38-21.
Yo,
three. But if you would have woke up, and I can't lie, you know, me and you talked off the record, JB, and for chat, you know, I'm just going to tell you how I was feeling. After I saw Miami beat, you know, Ohio State, I kind of woke up feeling good. I'm like, okay, we finna do the thing today. You know, I kind of woke up. I can't lie. I'm one of the fans. I kind of sized Indiana up, you know, for a second, you know. And then when I seen that first drive, we on fire. Okay. I'm like, man, those ain't ready for this. But man, shouts out to that young man. And he has an incredible backstory. But y'all, he proved that he was the Heisman player. He proved that he was the best on the big stage. That's how you show that you the new top dogs, man.
Let me pull up some. Now, I know you guys have seen this. That was the largest postseason loss in Bama football history, in the long history of Alabama. The worst loss we've had since, I believe, like 98 or something like that, when we lost to Arkansas. I'm trying to pull up. I saw something that was very interesting that I want to show you guys. Here we go. Now, Ephraim. I saw Ephraim in the chat. he said something, and I'm kind of with you, Ephraim, but also I had to pull this up for reasoning. He was like, "Well, the boy is telling y'all that it ain't coaching, it's the players." Well, two things can be true, because you can have 5-star players, and you can be a Indiana with 0 5-stars. You could be an Oregon with only 5 5-stars. Ole Miss only 1 5-star. Miami only 3 5-stars. Right? You can be those teams with the minimum 5-star talent, or you could be a Alabama, Georgia who got 10 to 15 5-stars, get to the dance and get knocked out by the teams that don't have those 5-stars. So, Ephraim, what you mean by this? And I don't know if the boy's saying this. I'm just saying because you put this comment up. Two things can be true. It can be the players, but it can also be the coaches not getting the best out of those players. So it's an old saying that you hear this a lot. It's like people that say, it's either being taught or being allowed. Far as what's going on that field, you either coaching it or you're allowing it, right?
Yeah.
So something ain't right. It's not meshing. And I see a lot of players in the portal. We're gonna get to that. But and absolutely, I like this too. The landscape is changing and Bama's the odd man out. Meaning everybody can come to the table and buy them some players. Everybody can come to the table now. Alabama is not going to get all the good players. And I know people saying the Saban era, right? We talking about the standard and Saban, and people want to play for Nick Saban. Okay, well, that's done, right? That's done.
Right.
Even before Saban retired, what did Nick Saban say? He say, man, after we lost that game to Michigan, people were coming to me after the game asking me for more money. How much NIL I'm going to get, right? They wasn't coming back, disappointed, saying, Coach, we're going to run this back. We're going to make it right. Y'all worrying about your pockets instead of trying to right the wrong after a disappointing loss. So you see that a lot in the new NIL era. You see players chasing money, but you also see coaches in programs spending the money to build their teams like Ohio State did last year. Like you see a Texas Tech. Indiana's very active in the portal right now because they feel like they got a good thing. So, hey, we working for next year as well. So it's a level playing field when it comes to who's going to get all the good players. Yeah. It's a level playing field. Now, some teams like those Texas teams got more money. They got oil money, like we mentioned all the time. Oregon's got Nike money. You got certain teams, certain schools that have more money than others. But at the same time, everybody can go buy players. You have to recruit different. And when you get that team, you have to be able to coach them. You have to be able to coach them, and you have to also put this into consideration. You have to put another thing to consider. I know I'm going down a rabbit hole, but y'all follow me. This right here sparked my interest as well. Longtime Colorado boost expressing his frustration with funding payments to players who have no loyalty to the program. You give them that check, and the guy's gone tomorrow. To hell with that. That ain't happening to me. No allegiance, no money. Now, how many schools are going to have trouble with the donors who start feeling the same way? Think about it. Think about these big-time donors. They see these guys. You just gave a player $2 million.
Right.
Or you donated your share. Let's say you donate $500,000 to the cause, right? And you get a bunch of these boosters donating all this money. And then such and such, player such and such, he goes in the portal next year. You don't get that money back. That money gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. So they're going to be looking at this now. If you get more boosters like this individual right here on this post, it's going to be a problem. And teams are going to, it's going to hurt programs. It's going to hurt recruiting. It's going to hurt some of the big time programs who have the money. If the booster stop putting money in the pot, then guess what?
You're not gonna have
what's gonna happen.
and I'm gonna piggyback off what you said, JB.
Go ahead.
I love how you broke that down, because after a while, a lot of the donors are going to start feeling like this. And I'm not calling no certain player's name out, because that's not what I'm on here to do. But we had a single player, right, that wanted to be a two-way player like Travis Hunter. He got the money and he's gone to the East today, to the ACC the next year today. And so with that being said is JB, and I'm gonna go back to piggyback off of what Alfron said. The biggest y'all, you really know the biggest difference nowadays between a 3-star and a 5-star? Most 3-stars done sit behind somebody for 2 to 3 years.
Right.
And you don't get no film on them a lot of times until they're 11 and 12th grade year. Those are the players that probably don't have the best grades. And, they don't have that chance to change. They don't go to the camps. So really, a lot of them times they get those 4 and 5-star grades. They start going to those camps that 9th grade year, especially the skilled players. They go to those 707 camps. They go in there and they run 4 3s, 4 4s, and 4 5s on official times and continue to progress. Or they go to a school where you got film on them. Let's say, hey, 9th grade year, they get 500 or 600 rushing yards, 600 pass receiving yards. 10th grade, 11th grade, and all thing they got to do is just sign a dotted line. Their 12th grade year, they am already committed. So that's the difference what you're really getting out of the 3 and 5-star athletes. And ladies and gentlemen, chat, Bama fans, Bama Nation, these players now are not going. We can go ahead and just squash the word standard now. Yeah. The Bama standard is gone, y'all. I hate it. Bama has a new standard now. Like JB just said, they not focused on running it back. They not focused on redemption season. They're not focusing on playing with their buddy to try to go get some get back. They not hungry for no championship anymore. They are chasing the bag. And I have never seen anything like this in my life. And that's not just with Bama, but that's across the board. You have a guy that's a junior, his senior year, or a sophomore senior year. They don't care about the NFL. The NFL ain't gonna mean nothing to them because they're gonna go get that 2 or 3 million in college and don't care about a championship. Yeah, the championship don't matter because guess what? I can only speak for Seaway. I ain't gonna speak for nobody else. But me, if I would have been on that Alabama team, after getting dogged out like I did in front of the whole world on New Year's Day, I'm being honest. The last 2 years, right? I done bought the New Year in, and I done ended the New Year getting my behind kicked on national TV in front of everybody. Everybody saying that we ain't got it no more. And if I'm this close, really, we were 2 bad plays from actually being in this game or in winning this game. That 4th down play and Ty's fumble. Yeah, those were the 2 turning points of that game. Me, I'm running it back. I want a championship.
Yeah, but everybody ain't got that mindset no more, Seaway.
Hey, I can only speak for Seaway. To me, championships matter. You mean, JB, can I tell you this? You mean tell you why championships still to me matter?
Tell us.
That's the biggest argument in basketball between the GOAT debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron James for a lot of people.
But they don't care about that. See, that's the thing. They don't really care about that.
You don't care, but that's what I'm saying. That's also these young men, ladies and gentlemen, they don't care about the Bama standard no more, so we can stop using it. Yeah. And it's a lot of, and you can tell another problem too. You can tell another problem that we are actually facing with these era athletes. They are too friendly on the field at practice. They have more, and you see in their tails. I like what Marquise Mays said. They have more handshakes, more touchdown celebration. They have more dances than they have stats on the playbook. Than they have stats recorded on the statistic book.
Yeah.
They have more It's sad. Every player got a celebration with everybody on every level. Every player got a certain touchdown dance they gonna do with another player. They got a handshake for each coach. They got a handshake for the kicker. They got a handshake. You got all these handshakes and no good film tape.
And no production.
And that's no production.
Difference. The difference is, potential and production. We was going to talk about that. So just like, I like this comment right here. The Bama Standard got to include some loyalty, staying and getting developed. That's another reason. That's one of the main reasons why the Bama Standard is diminishing, right? Because they're leaving and they're not getting developed.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to speak a little knowledge real quick for 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds, JB.
Go ahead.
In life, you got the 2 P's. You got potential and predictivity. In life, and it's not have nothing to do with football, no sports. In life, ladies and gentlemen, you have the potential to be whatever God has called you to be. You have the potential to be great in your job. You got potential to be great in your finances. You got potential to do a lot of things because there's a lot of resources. But it's up to you individually to say, hey, I'm going to get better. I'm going to provide. I'm going to be a better person. Productivity, that means that, hey, I'm going to strive each day to be a better me. I'm going to strive each day to contribute better in life. And if you can have all the potential, and we have a lot of resources, you can have all the potential, all the resources, and it does not, you can't depend on your mom, and it don't have anything to do with your mama. Your mama and your daddy can provide all the resources, can provide the foundation, but it's up to you individually on the inside to bring out what God has destined for you. And so with these athletes, you have the potential. All them athletes have the potential. But you have to dig. Sometimes you have to dig deep in life. We're going to have to dig deep inside of ourselves to bring the best of us out. And this last comment I'm going to make on this, on potential and predictivity. And I used this when I was in the military, and I told my soldiers this as well. I need you to give me the best 100% 110% that you can give me today. If you give me your all, that's all I can ask for. And sometimes you might not. I said, even if you don't perform the best, even if you don't do the best, but if you give me your all, I am satisfied with your all. And the question is, the last few seasons, can we honestly say that this Alabama team has given their all? And me personally, looking at the game, I have not seen the Alabama team get their all since Bryce Young and Will Anderson lost that championship to Georgia, when Saban said that he was proud of both of them, because those two young men, even in that defeat with injuries, gave their all. Can we say that these last few Bama teams, can we honestly say that we really feel that they gave their all and left everything out on the field? I yield the floor back to you, JB.
See, Wade, I like how you brought that up at the end too. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I believe, because think about it. That was the beginning of the NIL era. You remember when Bryce had that big NIL deal? But hey, Bryce worked for that, man. Bryce put in the hard work for that. Them boys worked hard. But I would also say this, man, and if you just tuning in, we talking about what's going on in Northport right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't call it. They don't deserve to be called Tuscaloosa. Just like we call Auburn Opelika, we calling Tuscaloosa Northport right now, because that's what they acting like they at, Northport, Alabama. Now check this out. I saw something in the chat right here I want to get to. I'm trying to find that. Y'all got some good stuff in the chat tonight. Y'all do.
I love it.
Efron, yeah, you with me, Efron. So this is big. This is right here. This is a statement right here that's so true. You have to accept college football has changed. You have to adapt to the change. It's evolution now. So when they open up the floodgates for the transfer portal for the NIL, you're going to have to adapt to it. Dabo did not do it. Nick Saban said, I'm gone, right? Kirby Smart, to a certain extent, he did, but Kirby Smart had won on that championship in a few years now. So you're getting new teams. You're getting these teams. Like we talk about Ryan Day when he the $20 million roster or whatnot. You getting teams like Texas Tech who bought a team and they made it, to the playoffs. So you're going to get more teams, different teams in these playoffs. Miami spending that bread, they coming back to prominence now. So don't be surprised if in the future of these playoffs, you get different teams in the playoffs, different teams winning championships. Because guess what? The landscape of college football has changed, and you're going to have to adapt. It's either sink or swim, baby. You're going to sink or you're going to swim. And I'm with you on that, Efron.
Yes.
And you can't get emotional about it no more. And I'm also another. Efron, you hot tonight, bro. You hot. You hot tonight.
I don't
even get emotional about college football no more because guess what?
You can't get
or you can't do about it.
Isn't that we can do about it? And I can't say in some cases, JB and chat, I kind of understand it. I gotta put myself in some of these young men's shoes too. As adults, we'll say we want a championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got some of these young men that come from nothing. Some of them, and some of them, if $1 and $2 million, if you got to think about it, $2 million at the age of 19 and 20 years old, you got to think about it where we was in life at the age of 18, 19. We weren't thinking about being loyal when it came to money. Well, I'm just being honest. We trying to say, hey, we gonna put the whole hood on our back. We come from the north side of Montgomery, baby. and you gotta keep in mind, bro. We want to bring all our friends on. We want to bring our family on. It's like sometimes you gotta put ourselves in these kids. It's no loyalty, no program.
I know, but they can't have that mentality in college football.
They can't.
Have that mentality.
And you can't. And so I think you got a team like an Indiana team, right? A lot of their players are juniors and seniors, right? And probably been battling. Like last year, that Indiana team got a taste of that football and got rolled over.
Right.
They wanted some get back.
Yep.
They wanted some get back. But a lot of these young men, y'all, we just gotta accept it. I mean, I hated that Alabama lost, but man, I'm still looking forward to these Final Four teams. I'm still looking forward to those games. AJB, you remember at one time where if Alabama lost the game, bro, we didn't want to do nothing that weekend. We were done, we were done with football. Hey, but we can't get too emotional. But I think it's some decisions on each level, even the athletic director, the coaches. And I think for Bama, I'm going to speak for Bama, period. I think we need to get some players, some coaches that know how to develop players on a quick turnaround.
That's hard to do. That's
hard. That's hard to.
And I commend the coaches who get it done.
Yeah,
I commend the coaches who get it done. And like you mentioned we talked about Indiana. They got some Mendoza just got there. But you also have some guys who've been there. Or you getting the right guys out of the portal. You getting the grad transfers. You getting the seniors. You getting guys who are hungry.
Better.
They're hungry and they're developed.
Yep. You look at Beck. Beck fighting for a first round pick.
Yeah.
Beck felt, I can imagine Beck. Beck got a chip on his shoulder. He done got benched for a sophomore, his senior year, his super senior year. And once again, these athletes, when I'm hearing, the word on the street is, on a lot of these players at Bama, the ones that hit the portal, some of them young men was told to get in that playbook, and they didn't do that.
See?
They didn't perform at... And that you see, it's a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen, that even Ha Dix kind of elaborated on that. It's a lot of stuff that we don't see behind the scene. But once again, if I'm in JB at practice, right, I got the money. We were like, hey, bro, man, let's go easy today. so we can go hit up the girls or go take our pictures in front of that gas station so we can go hit the city. It's like, where are their mindsets? Their mindsets on that paycheck. Their mindset is on that NIL deals, and they have agents in their ear. So I've never seen, and I'm just being honest, not just with Bama, man. I had not seen anything like this with this transfer portal. You have not just guys on the bench. You have 2 and 3 year starters knocking on the door of a championship.
Yep.
And just leave. Now,
Yep.
we ain't talking about pipes teams. I'm talking about your Alabamas, your Ohio State done got affected by it. We have legitimate players that before they can. And I remember that one player for Ohio State, they said before he even hit the showers, he done announced that he hit the portal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel, and I'm gonna yield the floor back to you on that, JB.
See, check this out. And yeah, you mentioned the haha, mention that. But let me hit this comment, Keith Holcomb, man. It's the lack of effort.
I agree.
Also, the lack of effort comes because of these players gonna get paid regardless. You're gonna get your money regardless, win and lose. You're still gonna get the paycheck. And the coaches, right? Like you say, it's been told you gotta. So if you can't get these guys to give maximum effort, then you're part of the problem. And I also saw where I don't know how true it is, but I know as we speak right now, there has been no coaching changes on the staff. Now, I'm not in a place to say who needs to be fired, but if you see what's been put out on the field, you see that running game that's been pedestrian. And that's the safe word to say. But we all know that running game has been hot garbage. We know that. We know the offensive line has struggled all season long.
The last 2 seasons.
Has struggled. So we have seen the struggles of these different positions. All I'm asking is why are the coaches still in place? Right. So insanity is doing the same damn thing over and over again. Right? That's insanity to me. So if you got the same coaches and whatever you're teaching, whatever is going on in practice, that you're preparing these players and it's not working year after year after year, then you might need to make a change. But that's not my place to say it. All I'm saying is they need to make some kind of changes. I'm not saying the whole staff, Efron. He said I said it. But at the same time, it got to be some kind of changes, bro. Come on, man. Really? Hey, exactly. If I don't do my job right, I don't get paid. I get fired. So same thing. I'm just saying, bro. We not on here calling for nobody's job because that's not right. I'm not in a place to do that. All I'm saying, people's eyes. Everybody got eyes. Everybody got their opinions. Everybody can see what's going on. Something's got to change. And that's what it's gonna come to. We done talking about the game because the game is over, right? The game is over, and it's been over. We on to what's next for Alabama. But before we go on in that, bro, we got some changes that's going on with the players. No coaches have been changed as of right now, as of January the 6th. No coaches have been changed. But we're gonna definitely get to what's going on. I got a $5 sticker. Shouts out to you, LaShantia. $5 with the $5 right there.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Hey, JB, and I love what you just said, bro. I love it. I could not have said that no better. But I can't say now I understand last year why Miro ran so much. I see why he didn't let the running backs run the ball.
Listen here, man. Check this out. Okay, so this list right here, I don't know how up to date. This was I got this earlier, so I know we added some players, but this is the players that's transferring out from our roster, from the 2025 roster. Out of eligibility, you got Jam Miller, Dre Washington, Jeremy Bernard, Quavers, just to name a few. We see the guys up there. Most of those guys are going NFL. The Lawsons, the Keenans, LT Overton, Jefferson, they all are going NFL. No more eligibility. You can't come back. Declared for the draft, you got Parker Brasford, Caden Proctor. They declared. Along with Jeremy Bernard and the other guys too. But like I said, they couldn't come back if they wanted to. Now, transferring out, this is what we get to. We got right now, as of right now, 17 players. 17 players in the portal. You got Cam Howard, Rock Montgomery, Richard Young, Jaden Mbakwe, who committed to Georgia Tech. You got Joseph Iotia. I don't know. Ionetta. I don't know. Yeah. Jalen Hale, Otis Alanine, Noah Carter, backup kicker, Peter Nataro, Michael DeBose, Cole Adams, Wilkin Formby, Keon Keeley, Cam Coleman, Quake Russo, James Smith. Now, Quake Russo and James Smith, the Carver boys, man. Lord have mercy. When I saw Quake Russo, I said James Smith next. Hey, I just had a feeling, bro. Because
JB, you text me. You remember we were texting. Hey, y'all, me and JB we've been updating every time it was like it was clockwork. When we both saw a name, we would just communicate. And as soon as we saw Kirk Q Russo, you said Smith is next. But that, and I agree and disagree with some of the stuff that HaHa made. He said he saw the tape. Look at the tape on some of those players that's transformed. Me personally, as a fan, looking as a fan of what I saw, the two Carver boys and Noah Carter hurts the most.
Yeah, man.
You know those three players. I mean, like you said, you look at Q, who was a starter this year. Both of those are leaders on that defense that's much needed. So. And Cole Adams, I understand. Go be great, young man. You know, I hate that. I hate that. But man, like you said, that is the and we never seen anything like this because most of those players are starters.
That's what I'm saying. See, now that's what I was gonna get at. The starters, especially the guys who you got guys going to the NFL. That top list going to the NFL.
Yeah.
And you got guys like we mentioned Russo and James Smith guys. You know LT Overton leaving, right? You know Lawson leaving. You see those guys leaving. Y'all up next.
Exactly.
Y'all up next. But at the same time, bro, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So it could be some things going on. It could be a pocket play. Well, I want to say pad your pocket play, because we also have seen, and I'm gonna put this out there before we move on, because I want to speak on something, but we also have players like Laxia Brooks re-sign. He basically said, "Hey, I'm coming back. I re-signed for 2026 season," and Laxia Brooks came in. I believe he was a 3-star. He comes in, and I told everybody at the beginning of the season, this freshman is going to see the field, and he's going to be productive. 32 passes, 441 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's what I like to call production. Now, going back to the production over potential. Now, if you get a player, and, he may get in the game in garbage time, catch a few passes, that's potential. Because you only see him in a short period of time, small sample size. You may see
T-Lon Russell. That's potential. Potential.
But this right here, when you play majority of the games and you put in the work, you get almost 500 yards receiving. You score a couple tubs. You make big plays throughout the season. This is what you call production. So a lot of guys who got minimum action, you don't see a lot from them because they still have potential, but they haven't had all the production. When you able to get on the field and do what Laxia Brooks did, that's what you call a productive season right there.
Yeah, let me tell you another reason why that's productivity right there, JB. Even though he didn't break the 500 yards, Ryan Williams struggled the last half of the season. This young man stepped up big, made big time plays for first downs. The 2 touchdowns he scored against Oklahoma, with some games, with some game changing. He came in and made some game changing plays. And that's what I like about productivity. You might not always have things going your way, but when you get your moment, it's what you're going to do with it. And I heard one of my old pastors, my dad is my real pastor, but I like what that pastor always say. What he said, I heard today, I'm going to use it. What Pastor Harback said, God does not put you in the season for anybody for you to have to come, for somebody to block you or you have to compete against it. What God has for you is for you. And this young man, Ryan Williams struggled, the last half of the season. Right. He came in and stepped up big. You told me about him at the 8A game, after the 8A game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Efron, we did have a running back. Well, Richard Young hit the portal. We got Richard Young in the portal. But, I mean, who knows? We did sign a running back, and I want to so what I'm not going to do is get super excited about guys that enter the portal that come, and I'm not gonna get too disappointed about the guys that leave, because every year we do this. Let's sit back for a minute and think, y'all. Every year we do this. We get super excited about a guy that transfer in or a player that we sign, a 5-star player or something like that. We get super excited. Man, we got such and such. We got all these 5-star. He a dog. But then at the end of the season, you ended up disappointment. What did they do? So I'm not even going to get excited about any player. I want to see what you can do on the field when it's time to play. I want to see what you can do on the field when it's time to play. And the guys that leave, now I'm going to go back to that list one more time. At this moment, I think it's about 17 guys. We got some starters. We got some guys who rolled the bench. We got some guys who barely saw the field. Now, you can get disappointed about some of those guys, like we mentioned, some of the guys we said we were disappointed in. But at the same time, let them go ahead and be great somewhere else. They may be better somewhere else. But we could also bring guys in that could possibly be better for the system that we have, or could be more hungrier than these guys. So let's just wait before we get too disappointed and get too excited. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Alabama ain't the only team losing guys in the portal.
We're
17 guys you lost, that's kind of minimal. You got teams losing 30, 40, even 50 guys in the portal. So let's not act like this thing is blowing up. Let's not act like it's blowing up. You know what I'm saying? So let's sit back. Let's sit back, man. You know what I'm saying? And just no emotion. Hey, new team every year, damn.
Yeah.
So, and that's what takes it out. That's what really takes the die-hardness out of the fandom. You can't get close to these guys anymore because you get close to them and they leave. They don't graduate. They just go to another team. Yeah. It's a swing and go.
Hey, and the minute you get close to him, the minute you start saying, man, that's my boy there, he gone. He gone, y'all.
Yeah. So hey, I'm just saying, like, it's hard, man. It's really hard. We do have some guys that transferred, and like I say, I'm not gonna get too excited for them. We got a linebacker, Caleb Woodson, committed from Virginia Tech, 6'3", 230, 150 tackles, 2 sacks, interception in 3 years. So we needed a linebacker. We needed a linebacker. Hey, we needed a offensive lineman. So this guy right here, Strayhorn, he comes in from Michigan, but he was a freshman at Michigan. So we don't know what we don't know. So let's not get super excited over these guys. Hollywood Smothers, he comes in and he has potential. 85 yards rushing per game in the ACC. Jameer Gibbs was in the ACC at Georgia Tech. It kind of reminds you of Jameer Gibbs a little bit. I seen some highlights. Over 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, 2 seasons. So you see it, but at the same time, I want to see it on the field in the Alabama jersey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. I'm glad you came over here, but at the same time, bro, let me see it. I don't want to get too too excited about this. But you need some players. You need some players. All the guys is gone. And let me pull it up one more time because you can pretty much count everybody that's gone. That's what 16 out of eligibility. You got a couple to the draft. That's over 30 players right there. So
Right.
you're going to have to replace those guys with the incoming freshmen and the transfer portal.
Yeah. And once again, at that linebacker in that defensive line, we're gonna be inexperienced again next year at it. You know, somebody, but then for the players, and then I'm not gonna speak on the players that's leaving no more. Because I'm not gonna waste my breath on it no more. But the players that are there, whoever's there, they're gonna have to look in the mirror and just say, next man up. I want it. How bad do you want to play? How bad do you want to shine? How bad do you want to win? So the players that's coming in and that's there, you know what it takes. It's up to you to do it.
Yep. We got one from Rebel Jewel 77. What happened to Alabama? Coaching changes and Saban retired. Once you're at the top, there's only one place to go down. If you can't come back up from the down, that matters.
First day first, I won't consider us being down. What's down, and I'm taking up for Coach DeBoer this time. What's down? You made the playoff. We won a game in the playoff. We made the SEC championship, even though we got our butts kicked in front of everybody against the number one team. Yes, Laporta hit. Yes, Saban did retire. He had to retire one day, and whoever had to come behind Saban, no matter who you are, those are some big shoes to fill. Though, everybody want Saban. They want that intensity. They want that fire. But Coach DeBoer is not Saban. So I don't say that we're going down. And Bama football, we still got the most championships in history. We're not going down.
Well, I tell you what, see, we may not be at the bottom of that ladder, but we down a few wrongs.
Hey, but we
down a few wrongs now, baby. We
ain't down all the way, but we got some. We done got knocked down a little bit though. And
yeah, you got to get back up.
We got knocked down some, but it comes to a point like somebody is like, what we have to. I will say, Rebel Jew, we do have to stop the bleeding. It's time to stop the bleeding. We are bleeding. We leaking.
Oh yeah. Hey, I got a question in the chat also. Y'all think Ty going to the league? If not, what is going to happen to Russell? That's a good question.
Ooh.
Because right now you see Ty hasn't made it. He's pondering coming back or going to the league. Now I see a lot of people saying, man, Ty be good up there in Miami Hurricanes, or Ty be good at Tennessee, or such and such. I don't think Ty will hit the portal. I think his decision is going to be either do I go NFL or do I come back and try to run it back? Now, out of a lot of the players, I believe Ty is Alabama. I believe he bleeds that crimson. I really do. I have no reason to doubt that Ty does it. But at the same time, man, I've seen people with so many mix. They all over the place on Ty. We need to get rid of Ty. Ty ain't this. Ty lost the game for us, or Ty garbage now. So I don't know, bro. Like, to me, I think Ty is a very capable quarterback. Is he one of the best all time? No. But he's very capable of getting jobs done when it needs to be done. But also, if he goes to the NFL, you don't know if he's first round, you don't know if he's second round, because he regressed. He was also injured. He was hurt, playing through pain. Not injured where he couldn't play, but hurt because you're playing through pain. But everybody plays through pain, so I'm not going to give him an excuse like other people probably will. If you're injured, you cannot play. If you're hurt, you absolutely can play, because everybody plays through pain. It's about how much pain can you withstand.
Yeah.
But when he got hit in those ribs, he can't go back.
He couldn't go back out there.
Yeah.
I think, me personally, I think Ty is either going to the league or he's staying. I don't see Ty hitting the portal. And I think Russell comes back. Especially Russell's not going to transfer. If I would say Austin Mack will transfer, before Ty.
I agree. What I don't
Hey,
know.
because you me tell you why. Before Russell, I think Mac would transfer before Russell. I meant because if Ty comes back, what does that mean for Mac? Now Mac will probably have to hit the portal
That's true.
because he's not gonna get a chance to, to perform because he'll be a red shirt senior next year, won't he? Or
Yeah.
junior.
Who? Austin Mack.
Yeah.
So Austin Mack was a true freshman at Washington. He's been with Bama 2 years, so he'll probably be a junior or a
Yeah.
red shirt sophomore or something like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do feel like we're gonna lose a quarterback. It be Ty. We may lose too. We may, if Ty goes to the NFL, I'm sure Russell's gonna want to start. I'm sure Austin Mack's gonna want to start next year.
Mm-hmm.
Who gets the keys to the ride? It just depends. So,
Yeah.
and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's no more portal. This is it. So we'll see. We'll see. Portal closes on 16th.
Yeah.
The portal closes in 10 days, 9 days. So if nobody hits the portal, then we're good. We're stuck. So I believe Ty's decision is gonna come real quick. I don't know if they're gonna pressure him, but he has to make a decision before the portal closes. Because if he comes back, somebody probably gonna leave.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So that's something to look and within the next week, kind of gauge that because we're on a time. We're on a time frame right now. This doesn't go through the spring like it has been. This is the only transfer portal cycle. So be mindful.
And I did read, I don't know if it was a true source or not, but I did read that Ty will make a decision by Friday.
That's timely.
Yeah, that's good. Like you said, because I don't know. Like you said, I don't remember the source. I don't know if it was just a fan blog or you know what. But I did say that he'll probably have a decision on his future by Friday.
So, cause you got to be mindful of the other guys in the room, in the quarterback room too, right? You got to be mindful of that, And TJ, I'm with you. I hope Russell stays, but at the same time, man, you're looking at a top tier talent. When he came out, man, he was top of the class.
Yeah.
He's probably sitting back, man. You looking at what's the guy over there at Michigan? He played the whole damn season.
Underwood.
Yeah. So you're looking at some of those guys coming out the gate playing. He's gonna definitely push the play. If he ain't QB1, he want to be right there. So, but also like Cat, and shout out to Cat. Thank you for joining again, Cat. The fact that he didn't come right out means the coaches are leaving it up to him. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So, but at the same time, don't believe these other quarterbacks like Russell and Mack. Hey, you got to be thinking, man. Hey, Ty come back, man. Somebody got
to go.
Yeah, somebody got to go. And I believe we got a quarterback coming in too in the freshman class. So, we got freshmen coming into the class. Then you got the portal. You have to replace the 17, 18 guys you're losing in the portal. So you're going to see 40, possibly 40 new guys in the Bama uniform next year. That's just the way of the land.
Yeah.
That's the way of the land. You know what I'm saying? So I just read Keon may be heading to Notre Dame. Keon Keith. Hey, hey.
I saw that. I think I saw something on that as well.
More power to him.
Because I saw that he had ties up there. I did see that as well.
Yeah. I'm not gonna bash the player, but also Keon Keeley has been here for a couple years. I want to say 2 or 3 years. He progressed, but he kind of progressed. He got in the game a little more as the season went on. We expected a lot out of Keon Keeley. He moved from this position, that position, did a lot. Maybe it just wasn't working out with the staff. Maybe it just wasn't working out. Maybe he needs this fresh start. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of these guys need a fresh start. So, wish them that. Hey, thank you, TJ. Whoever leave Bama, wish them none but the best for them.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's it's no hate. You hate, and that's any player. You hate to see him leave But I praying for him because at the end of the day, they once Bama, they always Bama.
Yeah. Hey, Keith Ty is gonna be the starter if he come back.
Oh yeah,
He ain't
Ty,
coming back to sit on the bench.
yeah, he gonna definitely be the starter.
If he come back.
And guys, he did not have a running game.
No, he did.
He did not have a running game, and we put too much on Ty, and he could have been more productive if we would have had more of a consistent running game. And once again, he struggled. He had the offensive line then hold up their end, so it was just too much on him. And if I'm gonna take off for Ty. If Ty comes back, he's the starter.
Hey, check this out. Before we move on, because we gotta preview these semifinal games. But real quickly, what needs to happen next for Alabama, man? Let me give my thoughts real quick. I mentioned this earlier. We got to get better in the trenches. You can say it was the players. We lost a lot of the offensive line. It's looking like we're going to have a rebuilt offensive line. Hell, it's looking like we're going to have a rebuilt defensive line too. So it starts in the trenches, and it also starts with coaching. And like I say, I don't really want to get nobody. I don't want to push for nobody to get fired. But man, Coach Cap, Freddie Roach, come on, man. Y'all can recruit y'all ass off. But you haven't been getting the best out of those guys. You haven't been getting. We've had a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, but we're not getting the best. We got dominated against Indiana. We got dominated against Georgia. We got dominated too many times. Too many times. And the running game, the worst. Was the worst running game overall that we've seen in a very, very long time.
But bro, I'm just being honest, since we've been since we've been watching Bama football, and I can remember the 92 season, I have never seen Alabama not have a good running back.
That's what I mean. Yeah, and like I said, that's what I'm saying. It could be the players and the coaches. Both things could be true. I mean,
it is, and I think everybody is hand in it in the blame.
Yeah. So we're not gonna get on here and point the blame at one position group or one player or one coach. Everybody put some ish in this sugar. Everybody put something in the pot. So, and like I saw a comment earlier, Coach the boy, you the leader. You're gonna have to have a come to Jesus meeting with your coaching staff, right? Your coaching staff, and this is what I would do. Get with the coaches, man. You have to demand more out of your coaching staff. You have to demand greatness out of your coaching staff. You go to them coaches. Go to your position groups. You have to demand greatness out of your position groups. It's a trickle-down effect. If the coach is at the top, he's over these coaches and these position groups, these coaches, they got to get their players in order, and all y'all got to come on one accord. Everybody know it's not that hard. It's not that hard. You just have to get the best out of the players. You got to get the best out of the players.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't like the lack of willingness to change. Like, why y'all keep doing the same thing expecting different results?
That's and that is my whole problem as well, JB. At least and I don't like to continue to tote Saban's horn, toot his horn. But you saw him hold his coaches. You seen him yell at his coaches. You seen him get in Lane's face. We seen him get in Kirby's, telling no, and different coaches saying, "Hey, let's get it together." And he is going to have to coach the board. I'm not saying that he's not doing it, but he's going to have to demand more. They're going to have to demand it. It's one thing you can want it, ask for. You have to demand it, because guess what? If you can't help me, I don't need you. If you're not helping me win in life, that's what friends. Me and you've been best friends. We've been brothers since preschool, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We demand greatness out of one another. We encourage one another. If I can't depend on you in life, that's like in your circle. If the people in your circle is not helping you be better, you don't need them.
Right.
You don't need them.
And I also saw some where people like, hey, some of the coaches may be telling the players to hit the portal. Hey, that's what I'm saying. So, hey,
Yeah.
if you can't get greatness out of the player, or if they're not giving you their all, they're not helping, they're not making you better, then
It's
go
time to
ahead.
go. It's
Yeah,
time to
it's
go.
time to go. Yeah. So, I mean, at the same time, man, this is a developing issue
Yeah.
that is not going to change this year. So we just gonna have to deal with it and let the chips fall where they may. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Subscribe. We're gonna preview this college football. We gotta preview these two games, man. We got two incredible matchups coming up. But to sum up this Alabama talk, man, it's the off season. So it's the off season. So you already know everybody. Twitter is hot right now because transfer portal's open. So you getting updates. It's somebody's jumping in the portal every minute.
Mm-hmm.
People going on visits. It was a rumor saying Cam Coleman was in Tuscaloosa, but that's just a rumor. He's supposed to be visited. And hey, if we get Cam Coleman, that whoop-de-doo. We still need a damn offensive defensive line. It's a running game.
You still need it.
Hey, I'm just saying, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, one player not gonna change your franchise, baby. You got to build, and it starts in the trenches. But we gonna leave it at that. Before we go and move on to previewing these final four of these college football, we gotta pay some bills, so y'all watch this real quick.
Sports Talking with JB is sponsored by Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, since 1959 serving the greater Montgomery area, from C-classes to GLEs, and everything in between. Visit them at 217 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama. Come test drive a new Benz today. At Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, it's time to love what you drive.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all go check out JackIngramMercedes.com for all your Mercedes-Benz needs. Now, we got some games to preview, man. A couple games to preview. First of all, let's look at the rest of the bracket for the college football playoffs. You got 4 teams left, man. You got Indiana and Oregon. You got a rematch right here. And then you got Ole Miss and Miami. I haven't seen these two teams play in a long time, if ever. I don't even remember seeing them play. So you see it right there. Let's do this right now. Let's go ahead and get to it. And we're just gonna do a little quick preview. Y'all see the scores. There's no need to, hey, at least we scored, unlike Texas Tech. But that's neither here nor there. But we got beat the worst. Hey, we got BTA, boy.
Boy, we did.
Like Michael Irvin took that bet off and beat that Kool-Aid against Ohio. Hey, somebody should have put belt to us. Somebody should have did that to us.
Exactly.
That was the definition, the pure definition of BTA. Yeah. Hey, I ain't got none of them. Hey, no. I ain't got no beans in the driveway. Nah. Hey, so check this out. All right, let's start right here. Let's start with the Fiesta Bowl, man. Semifinal game. You got Miami Hurricanes, Ole Miss Rebels. I know Lane Kiffin. Boy, I know he kicking himself. You left this good team. Shots out to Pete Golden, by the way. Because Pete Golden did what Lane Kiffin could not do.
Win a playoff game.
And he beat Kirby Smart. Now, Lane, you did beat Kirby last year, but the year before. But the year before ain't this year, right? So it don't matter. We talking about what have you done for me lately?
And
in the beginning, in the season, you lost to Georgia. You lost to him. So guess who had to redeem it? Oh, good old Pete Golden.
Pete Golden.
Yeah, so shouts out to him, man. That was a hell of a ball game right there. But Miami Hurricanes, man, they did what they had to do. We told y'all Miami was gonna beat Ohio State.
Yep.
We told y'all I trust Carson Beck more than I trust Julian Sand.
Mm-hmm.
And Carson Beck, he played a good mistake-free game. He played a really good game. Miami's got a defense now. Now, looking at this game from a perspective, just looking at it from watching those games, because I watched both of those games, Miami's defense is top tier.
Yes.
They have a top tier defense, man. No doubt about it. That front, them boys get after you. Ruben Bain Jr., number 4, to me, is the best defensive player in college football.
Oh, definitely, hands down. To
yes. Now, Chambliss, I don't want to do the same thing like I did with Julian Sand and Carson Beck. I'm not even going to, because Chambliss, he's been playing football. He just was on the D2 level. He came up, he jumped up and jumped to Ole Miss, and he had a spectacular season, and he's proven he can win a big game. Look what he just did. And he played great against Georgia. He played great in that game. He was the reason they won. Yep. Now, Carson Beck, we know, been there. I've been here, been in the moment. I got championship rings and whatnot. The U is back in prominence. Now, you got Mike Irvin, Ray Lewis, Andre Johnson, all them guys on the sideline, Adrian James. You got all them guys on the sideline, right? The U trying to get back to, they hadn't won since 2001, I believe. They hadn't won a national championship. They trying to get back. Ole Miss, this their first time in this position. So, C-Way, who you like in this game and why?
Ooh. I'm going to pick Miami. Because the biggest reason, because they got Mike Irvin on the sideline. Coach Irvin. But I'm going to pick only reason, because defense, man. I'm saying defense also wins championships. And the way they dominated, and if Miami, if they can have that same kind of game plan and keep Chambliss, I think that running game, they're going to have to depend on that running game. Fletcher, he's playing big. Tony is playing good. Tony's just going to have to stop the fumbling. But other than that, man, I'm thinking that Miami defense, it's going to be hard to score for. I think it's going to be hard for them to score in that defense. So I'm picking Miami for the win.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, so if you're thinking offense is gonna win the game, you probably gonna like Ole Miss. But Miami, they can do some things offensively too, like you mentioned, Fletcher with the running game. What I noticed by Miami, when the running game is going and they have a lead, they're gonna win the ball game.
Yes,
they're gonna win the ball game. But also, if you give Ole Miss a chance to get back in this game and go down the field and score, they can do that, right?
Yep.
So we've seen them. Georgia thought they had it. We thought, hey, they go right down the field, boom, kick the field goal. So at the same time, I want to see who controls this game now.
Yeah. Miami can't get down because I still say they don't have the offense to play catch up.
That's true.
That's just my personal opinion. But like you said, if the game is close, I think they'll have a better chance.
Yeah. Chris County said Miami front seven gonna be too strong for. Now, if they can get Chambliss off his spot, because Chambliss is a pocket passer that can run. Let's not get him mistaken. He's not a running quarterback. He's a pocket passer. He can make all the throws, even if you roll him out. I seen him make a throw. I've seen only a few quarterbacks make the throw he made when he rolled out to the right and hit the receiver in stride from 40, 50 yards down the field.
Yes.
It's only a few quarterbacks that I seen can make that throw. He can make a lot of throws, all the big time throws. But when you put pressure at him, I don't know, he's seen a ferocious edge rusher like Ruben Bain come after him. I don't think he's seen those Miami guys on that front. So if they can get him rattled and they have a lead and they can control this game, I'm taking Miami. And you know what? I'm taking Miami to win this game. Give me the Hurricanes 31-24. Give me the Hurricanes 31-24 in this game. Yeah. Hey, and according to Carson Beck, if Carson Beck plays game manager, like we talked about last week, if he plays, and don't turn the ball over, he don't have to go crazy. He don't have to go 300 plus 4 touchdowns. He don't have to do that. Just don't give me no 2-3 turnovers. Just be safe, make the right plays, be smart, play dominant defense. You can beat Ole Miss.
Yes.
And half of them guys think about LSU anyway. They all think, I think Lane Kiffin, matter of fact, I think he took all the coaches. He's only allowing the OC. The other coaches are gone. He's only allowing the OC to coach.
Yes.
And I think Lane Kiffin, I mean, I don't know why he's doing that. I would have just let them all coach, bro. You don't need them right now. Y'all ain't playing no damn game. I know y'all recruiting.
And why are you tweeting that you pulling for them? Man, mind your business and focus on LSU.
Thank you. And every time you see someone with Chambliss, Trinidad, you want to put the little Trinidad. Man, get off that man. We know you tried to get Chambliss to come to LSU, and he re-signed with Ole Miss.
We know what you're trying to do, Jelane.
We know you tried to poach him, but he said, "No, I'm not going."
And I'm just saying
at Ole Miss.
And for Ole Miss, I hope if they can just lock in on this game and don't worry about Lane. Focus on the game and not Lane.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty good game, man. I see a lot y'all mixed in the chat, Miami, Ole Miss, y'all mixed, but like it's gonna come down to turnovers. It's gonna come down to who can execute late in the ball game as well. Coaching, like Cristobal he's been superb in the playoffs.
Yes, he has.
In the past couple of games, he's been superb in coaching. Pete Golden, we gonna see. We gonna see what you can do. But me and Seaway taking Miami. I won't be mad if Ole Miss wins or Miami. I believe the winner of the college football playoff is coming out of this game.
I agree. I'm definitely going to safe to say this, and I ain't give my score. I think Miami wins 27-21.
Okay, I like that too. Yeah, but I do think the winner's coming out of this game. Now let's look at the other game right now. Let's look at the Peach Bowl. Now, I think the Peach Bowl should have been Ole Miss Miami, and the Fiesta Bowl should have been these two teams, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you in Atlanta. You had Miami and Ole Miss, and that's a South game.
That's a South, yeah.
Yeah, but you got these teams, Oregon coming way down here, and y'all bringing the wrong team to the South. But that's how they got it. That's how they got it ready. But at the same time, Cat said, no doubt Indiana on this one. Now, if Dan Lanning is who Saban thought he was, because let's not forget, Saban did reach out to Dan Lanning when he retired Saban and Byrne. That's on record. They reached out to Dan Lanning. So everybody knows Dan Lanning is a legit coach. He's a great coach. Got you guys in the playoffs here. You got a good thing going over there at Oregon. But, man, you only scored 23 against Texas Tech. But I'm saying the Texas Tech performance, that game it wasn't a really good game, but they dominated, right?
Yeah.
When Texas Tech had a chance to score, what did Oregon do? They took the ball away.
Yeah.
They took the ball away. They outplayed Texas Tech defensively, and Texas Tech had one of the best defenses in the country. Yep. So what I would say in the first game they played, these two teams played, was close.
Hey, JB, you know what's funny about the final four teams?
Right. Talk to me.
Is Bama on Bama and Saban on Saban crying.
Yep.
Because, all four coaches, guess what? Came from Alabama. They came up under Saban. So it's gonna be interesting. And from what I've seen so far from Oregon, I'm not convinced that they have I'm not convinced that they're gonna beat Indiana, especially after I seen how Indiana dominated us, especially how Indiana really dominated them the first time they met. And I think that Indiana is gonna be more physical than them. I think that they'll show up and I don't have faith in Dan Lanning.
Okay. Well, everybody know Cincinnati has really put everybody on notice. They put everybody on notice, especially how they beat Alabama. They really did. Now, Indiana, I'm gonna go back to the other game and tell you guys a little bit more detail. But in this game, Indiana is a 3.5 point favorite. And this game is actually Friday night, 6:30 on ESPN. It's a Friday night game. So yeah, this I think a lot of people gonna pick Indiana because of they beat them already, but at the same time, it's hard to beat a team twice. We just saw Georgia beat Ole Miss in the regular season and lose last week. So it's hard to just beat a team again. And you know why? And I know people will say, oh man, I'm tired of people saying it's hard to beat the same team twice. But it really is, because the team that lost, they have mistakes. They're going to come in the game trying to fix all the mistakes that they had the previous game. The team that won going to come in and feel like, man, we ain't got to fix nothing. We already beat them.
Yep.
So if that other team fixes the mistakes they made the first time the teams played and they lost, they're going to win.
Right.
So if they come in with the mindset, okay, we did this, this, and this wrong, let's do all this better, we can beat this team. To me, the quarterbacks are neck and neck. You're probably looking at the number 1 and number 2 pick in the NFL draft with Mendoza and Moore.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at the top 2 quarterbacks that's going to the NFL. But let's not sleep on Oregon's defense. Oregon's defense is just like Indiana's defense. They have a tough defense as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm picking Oregon.
Okay.
I'm picking Oregon. Yep. I'm picking Oregon.
I like it. I like it, JB.
Yeah, I got Oregon in this game. Give me Oregon. Give me Oregon 27-23.
Okay. And the key for Indiana's gonna have to have performance amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that don't be so high because you beat Alabama.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Don't focus on the Alabama win. It's now you don't want to beat a big time team in Alabama. Let's go back to the drawing board and focus on Oregon, because Oregon, I will say, Oregon is not Alabama. And like you said, JB, you done played both teams twice. And I will say this, and I'm gonna be with you, JB. At first I was leaning more towards Indiana, but what you said was really profound. Give me Oregon 31-24.
Okay. All right.
I think Oregon can come back and play some the pressure is more so on Indiana, more so than Oregon this go around. Because let's say, hey, you don't playing the team that you played twice. You just beat Alabama. And so really you just got you just had that was a profound win. You don't beat a team that's been a bullet for the last 17 years, ever since Goat Saban been there. We've been the bullet. We've been the standard of college football. You just beat that. Don't let, and if I'm Coach C, do not let Alabama win be your championship win. Go back and refocusing on, because the job is not done. Your quest is not over. So I think that Dan Lanning got a point to prove as well. And give me, and I said, not like, and I'm gonna take Oregon in this game, JB.
Okay. All right. I knew I persuade you to come over to the side.
It's
persuade you to come over to the side. But all realistically, I mean that I'm just speaking because I've heard people say that you can't. We've seen teams beat the same team twice. We've seen it, but we also seen that team come back. Hey, we've been a victim. Alabama, we lost. We beat Georgia in the SEC championship. They beat us in the national championship. We know guys were hurt, but at the same time, football is football.
Yep. Hey, just like, okay, we was a victim to it, and we just did that in the first game of the play. Oklahoma. They beat us early in the season. And I'm gonna say, you remember a couple years ago, the Cowboys, we beat the Giants twice, and they ended up the third time around in the playoff, we ended up losing to the Giants, and they went on and played your boys.
Yep. And what do we say when in the Oklahoma thing? What do we say? We beat ourselves. We turned the ball over, pick six, missed field goals. The tables turned when we went to Oklahoma, right? The tables turned. They turned the ball over, pick six, and missed field goals. So the exact same thing that happened to us happen to them.
Yep. So
So you just never know, right?
yeah.
Now, the Miami game is on Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Central on ESPN. That's the Miami Ole Miss game. And Miami is favored by 3.5 points, too.
Okay.
So
That's reasonable.
Yeah, so the pressure, I believe, to be honest, the pressure is on Miami and Indiana to win these games. They're favored. Nobody's really, people are rooting for Ole Miss, but I don't think nobody's really going crazy and going to put a lot of money on Ole Miss. It's the same thing with Oregon. I don't think nobody's going to put a lot of money on Oregon. But yeah. But I like Miami and Oregon to win. And yeah, we did do that to LSU too. Sure did. They beat us. And they didn't cross the 50-yard line against us in the championship.
Yeah. I don't know. It just says Keelan Russell is returning for the 2026 season.
Okay. Who said that, Seaway?
That came from Bama college football.
Okay. All right. So there you go. We got news right there. That's news to me. Yeah, people are just rooting against Lane. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And if Ole Miss wins, if they happen to beat Miami, I wouldn't be mad at all. And I'll be rooting for Ole Miss all the way in the national championship.
And I'm right with you. And I'm right with you. And once again, potential and productivity. You look at Pete Golden caught hell by us Alabama fans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But look at what he's doing now. But you look at it once again. He had the potential, but he didn't have the productivity at Alabama. But look, he done made the most of his chances now. So man, so for Ole Miss, man, I won't be mad if Ole Miss win a championship. Different for them guys, especially how Lane.
Where's Seaway? There you go. Okay.
There you go.
I'm like, where's Seaway? You back. But yeah, hey, we all are gonna be happy if Ole Miss win.
Oh yeah.
We all are gonna be happy if Ole Miss win, for sure, man. And Lane Kiffin, you ain't getting no ring. You're not even coming to the parade or the parade. You can't leave and go to the rival. You can't leave and go to Baton Rouge and think you're gonna come back to Oxford when they had that parade. I don't give a damn. And I'm sure a lot of the Ole Miss faithful think the same thing.
Hey, and you look what happened to when you came to LSU. They lost the basketball game because you walked in with the coach.
Absolutely. Hey, you could have made. Hey, thank you, Kat. You could have made history at Ole Miss, but you throw it away to go follow behind Les Miles, Brian Kelly. Who else? Trying to do what Brian Kelly couldn't do. What Les Miles and Coach O did, they brought championship. But you trying to do what Brian Kelly couldn't do. He went there to win a championship and couldn't do it. They got rid of him, and you won't be next up.
Brian Kelly left at midnight, and you thought you was slick. He thought he was slick.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, man, that's all we got for tonight, man. We're not going to do no NFL talk tonight. I'm going to do a special show for the NFL playoffs and whatnot. But next week, we're going to preview the national championship and whatever happened with Alabama, whoever in the portal, whoever we didn't got, we're going to talk about that as well because the portal is open until January the 16th. That's when the portal closes. So we're going to have to get all this information quick, fast, in a hurry, and they're going to have to make these decisions. It's a lot of pressure going on right now in college football with these coaches, these ADs, and these kids. It's a lot of pressure. You got to make decisions real quick. And a lot of these classes are going to start next week. So you got to get enrolled. You got to get, man, it's a lot going on. It's not just picking the school to go play for. It's about picking the school you want to attend. It's about enrolling, moving. It's a lot. It's a lot that goes into that.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Porter is booming. Yes.
Yes, it is.
You ain't saying nothing but a thing. Hey, man, appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Appreciate
we really
it.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man.
LB.
We love y'all coming in here with the comments, man. Efron says Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. I doubt it. I doubt it. But yeah, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Subscribe. Share this thing to your folks, man. We're gonna get up out of here tonight. Thank y'all for joining. And see you next week.
Oh yeah.
Same back time, same back.
Oh yeah. I'll be ready.
All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. We're going to get up out of here, man. That's my podcast, part of DJ Seaway. I'm JB. This has been Sports Talk with JB on the Tuesday night, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Blue 5.